Okay, folks, and here we go again. So you've heard about the storm coming up from Cuba, and it's supposed to be arriving here tonight and or tomorrow morning. So what have I done? Well, it's called preparing. It's preparation, not preparation H, but preparation B for boat. And you can see I've taken off all the cushions that were here before. Anything that can blow away from the bow of the boat is off. You can see the lines. I'm going to put more lines out. I'll put them on the bow of the boat, and I'm going to throw some more fenders. You can see all the fenders I have now, and that's a good amount. But you know, I'll tell you something. You never know. I mean, I rode a hurricane out on this boat a couple of years ago, and I'll tell you, I mean, I had some serious damage. I took down a piling, and if you don't know what a piling is one of these things that looks like a telephone pole, which is right here. And yeah, that whole thing went down, and I mean, things can get a little rough on a boat during a storm. If you've ever been in a storm, you know how crazy it can be. You know, sometimes your house shakes, or sometimes the roof gets blown off, your cars get flooded, etc., etc., etc. Well, in a boat, it's a little bit worse because you really have no protection. And when I say no protection, I mean that the wind just comes howling through. And before you know it, all of a sudden you lose your cushions, you lose the top of your boat. So what I'm going to do is, as you can see up on top there, I'm going to go up there shortly, and I'm going to tie all that down. And, you know, you always hope for the best. And the way you got to look at it when you own a yacht is this. You ready? Here it goes. And you guys are going to think this is stupidity, but it's true. If it gets blown away, you know what? It was meant to be, and it's time for a new one. I hate to say it, but that makes sense. I mean, even the bell that's there up on top, I've got to take that off too, because believe it or not, that bell has been replaced due to another storm. So you don't even realize this. And again, you see the antennas? Well, a couple of years ago, one of those antennas actually came down in the storm. Again, who knows? But I'm out here right now, and I'm going to be working on the bridge, or what they call the fly bridge, up on top very shortly, and try to get that prepared for whatever's coming, if something's coming. You know something? I've done this so many times, and you know, nothing's come. And don't get me wrong, I'm thrilled that nothing came around. I truthfully mean it. I mean, there are people who say, oh man, you know, we did all this preparation for the storm and nothing happened. Well, I'll do preparation for a storm, and hopefully, definitely, hopefully, nothing will happen. And if you know what I'm saying, then you've been through storms before. If you haven't been through a storm before, then you have not a clue what I'm talking about. So this is what it's all about. So I'm looking around. There are a couple boats here that have been double tied and triple tied. In other words, more lines are out on their boat, and that makes sense, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 2 lines on the bow, 2 lines on the stern, and throw a couple more fenders out, which are those big balloon style things that make it so it doesn't go bump in the night. So if you hear me on my next video gurgling, that means the boat sunk. But hopefully nothing's going to happen, and we're going to say, oh, good false alarm, right? Well, I hope everybody's okay on the west coast of Florida, because it looks like that's where this storm is heading, the brunt of it. And I wish you all the best out there, of course, and inland, of course, wherever this thing does go. The wind is definitely starting to pick up already, and you can feel it already. I mean, this morning, I was out this morning walking Pepper, and it wasn't bad, but right now you can feel the weather, and you can feel it changing. The wind is starting to pick up, and that's why I got to go and do this. So it's a pleasure talking with you all, and good luck in the storm if it's going to hit you. and enjoy the day and have fun. This is Rick Sykes. Ciao. Bye.